Hi guys. Welcome to True Channel. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to my channel. Top 10 mysterious things found in the ocean. So make sure to watch the full video. Before you hit the water this summer, remember that there's a lot going on under the sea that we don't yet know about. 12 courtesy of @Nautilus Live. Purple Ball in 2016, scientists from the Ocean Exploration Trust, founded by oceanographer and Titanic discoverer Robert Ballard, aboard the exploration vessel Nautilus found a strange purple spot on the ocean floor off California. Scientists wondered what it could be, joking that it was a spider egg sac or a little mummy squid. Before battling the crab for a sample, it looks a bit like a strange and fascinating jellyfish. Research into what the orb is ongoing, a type of snail. Here are some of the most beautiful underwater photos ever taken. 11. A beautiful landscape with a long exposure of a rocky sea coast. Calm scene of the Baltic Sea. Miłosz_G/Shutterstock anomaly of the Baltic Sea. Could there be an alien spaceship at the bottom of the ocean? In 2011, ocean explorers found an oval-shaped object with strange markings on the bottom of the Baltic Sea. The resulting pictures, actually created by a graphic designer, of the otherworldly discovery quickly made the rounds on the internet, the only real visualization being a grainy sonar image. Scientists think the anomaly is actually a glacial deposit or some other natural feature, but its origin is uncertain until further investigation. Who knows? Whether intelligent extraterrestrial life even exists is, of course, one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the universe. 10. Kraken attacks ancient ship Esteban de Armas/Shutterstock. Giant squid. This huge beast could be the fabled Kraken in Jules Verne's Pirates of the Caribbean and 20,000 Miles Under the Sea. Although it is unlikely that giant octopuses actually attack ships, very little is known about this mysterious creature of the deep. It wasn't even photographed alive until 2004 and only filmed a few years later when it was captured on the surface. The underwater video was not completed until 2012. Scientists have learned virtually nothing about the lives of these deep-sea giants, not even how big they are, although some estimates predict they can grow up to 66 feet. Only their cousin, the colossal octopus, may be larger in weight, though probably not in length, but even less is known about them. 9. Aerial view of Mauritius Island panorama and famous Le Mornay Brabant Mountain, beautiful blue lagoon and underwater waterfall Miroslava Boschko/Shutterstock. Submarine geology. We may not know much about the ocean's terrain, but we've seen that it's just as stunning as what's on land, and in fact, it can be strikingly similar. Brine pools where the concentration of salt water is greater than in the surrounding ocean create lake-like surfaces and shores. The largest waterfall on Earth is actually underwater in the Denmark Strait, where cooler water falls over a huge drop on the ocean floor and falls 11,500 feet. The largest land-based waterfall is only 3,212 feet. Underwater volcanoes erupt, the biggest ever, and scientists almost missed it. Although scientists know all of these things exist, their exact mechanisms are still being explored, making them one of the baffling scientific mysteries that no one has figured out. 8. Blue whale, Balanoptera musculus, Mirissa, Sri Lanka, Indian Ocean. Andrew Sutton/Shutterstock. Blue whales. These mysterious sea giants are the largest animal that ever lived on Earth. But due in part to the whaling trade, which hunts them to near extinction, plus their slow reproduction, there simply aren't many out there to study. As a result, little is known about these elusive creatures, including how long they live, when they reach sexual maturity, or the specifics of their reproduction. The animal's shyness also makes them difficult to observe. In 2017, a video of never-before-seen blue whale behavior off Sri Lanka sparked debate among experts as to whether or not the rolling and racing caught on camera was a mating ritual. The researchers plan to return this summer to see if they can learn more. 7. Underwater view of an iceberg along the east coast of Greenland. Wildest animal/Shutterstock bloop sound. Nothing like the mysterious bloop sound recorded in the South Pacific in 1997 has ever been heard before. It was very loud, low frequency, and had a unique pattern that led some to believe it was a newly discovered creature lurking in the depths. It didn't help that the sound came from near the site of H.P. Lovecraft's fictional city of Rulia, where a creature called Cthulhu is imprisoned. Researchers continued to search for the origin of the noise for years, until in 2005 they announced that it was an icequake, which occurs when glaciers separate from glaciers. Although this reasoning has been generally accepted, some conspiracy theorists still feel that the explanation is somewhat weak. Check out the less mysterious but still fascinating facts you never knew about our oceans. 6. Immortal jellyfish, Sarajermi Turkey's Africa's Ilkaya/Shutterstock. Immortal jellyfish. Could this little jelly hold the secret to curing cancer? Smaller than a little finger, This sea creature has the Benjamin Button-like ability to revert to the polyp stage when threatened with starvation or injury, earning it the nickname the immortal jellyfish for its ability to outwit death. Although this species has been known for 100 years, this incredible phenomenon was only discovered in the 1990s. Scientists still aren't sure exactly how capable its cells are of regressing and regrowing, but the immortal jellyfish could hold promise for fighting diseases like cancer in humans. 5. Atlantic Ocean near Bermuda. Alexandra Rukavina/Shutterstock. Bermuda Triangle. The points of the so-called Bermuda Triangle are Miami, Puerto Rico and Bermuda, but don't worry if you've booked a trip to one of these destinations. Despite the fact that the area is known for unexplained disappearances of ships and planes, there is actually no evidence that it is more dangerous than anywhere else in the world, or that any supernatural phenomenon is at work there. However, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, admits that there may be scientific reasons for the disappearances, such as the likelihood of hurricanes, rapid weather changes due to the Gulf Stream and the numerous islands in the Caribbean that cause problems. Navigation. NOAA also acknowledges that the area could possibly play with navigational instruments to make them show true north as opposed to magnetic north, or that ocean gas, the release of methane from the sea, may have somehow affected vessels and aircraft. 4. Guam Sunset South-North Photo/Shutterstock. Mariana Trench. This spot in the ocean off the Mariana Islands near Guam is the deepest place on Earth, nearly 7 miles down by comparison. Mount Everest is only 5.5 miles high. Only 3 people have visited this little explored area of the sea, 2 oceanographers in 1960 and filmmaker/ocean explorer James Cameron in 2012 on the first solo expedition. The trench is pitch black and only a few degrees above freezing, with an intense pressure of 8 tons per inch too. But somehow marine life has managed to survive, even thrive, in such an environment. However, further research into the unique ecosystem is needed. And even though it's so remote, it's not immune to pollution. Just this year, scientists found evidence of a plastic bag there in a database of trench images. Unfortunately, pollution also affects other of the most amazing natural wonders on Earth. 3. Courtesy Catalina Island Marine Institute. A giant oarsman. Could they be ancient sea monsters? This snake-like creature is the longest bony fish on Earth and can grow up to 56 feet and weigh 600 pounds. But because they live at depths of around 3,300 feet, not much is known about this rarely seen living creature. In 2013, 2 dead oarfish were found off the coast of California, prompting scientists to wonder if sinister forces are at work washing up the normally deep-sea creatures, as they are said to wash up before earthquakes. But instead, the incident turned out to be a boon for scientists to study the samples. Since they don't even know how many species of fish there are, the DNA samples could help researchers find out. 2. Yonaguni Underwater Monument. Yonghoon Choi/Shutterstock. Yonaguni Memorial. Are they man-made steps and ancient pyramids that sank in an earthquake, or natural rock formations? Dubbed the Japanese Atlantis, these strange structures in the water off the coast of Japan have baffled scientists since they were discovered by a diver in 1986. Surprisingly, scientists still debate whether the Yonaguni Monument was created by humans or Mother Nature. Whether the features in the stone are carvings of faces and animals or simply naturally formed scratches. Today, it is a popular diving spot among tourists and still baffles people, as one researcher of ancient mysteries still cannot explain. 1. Spiny king crab on Sandlux Blue/Shutterstock Miss. We're not talking about James Cameron's 1989 film about explorers who find a deep-sea civilization, but scientists are traveling into the real abyss, an area between 13,000 and 20,000 feet below the surface, to discover new marine life. A recent expedition near Australia found hundreds of new species, as well as little-known creatures such as the faceless fish, which had not been seen there since 1873. Other rare specimens collected by scientists include the spiny king crab, the monkey brittle star, the smooth-headed blobfish, yes, that's his real name, and a deep-sea lizard. Who knows what's down there? We certainly don't, and we don't even know the explanation for these unsolved mysteries about planet Earth. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go.